Hi guys, Howard Mandel with High Post Hoops. This is actually for both of you. Courtney talks and plays with so much joy, and I just wonder when she's doing that pregame, when she's dancing, she's smiling, she's being Courtney Williams. What kind of an impact does that have on you both emotionally prior to a game?
I mean, just for her to be in that headspace, she's gonna be out there ready to play, and when she's like that, we know she's ready for the game.
We feed off that energy. That I think the fans, our fans, the league, they know that that's the type of person she is. So when she's, feeling good and, feeling like herself, she gives that energy to us.
Alyssa, Pat Eaton-Rob from the AP. Can you talk about your first quarter there? The team was kind of struggling, missing some shots, and you scored the team's first 13 in that quarter. What did you decide to do that quarter? And can you just talk about that start?
Yeah, I mean, I think we were just really amped for the game. You could tell by the shots, everything was long or going over the backboard. And being that I like to get to the rim, I just took it upon myself to really attack. And I just, was feeling good, and things were rolling for me, and my teammates just, kept giving me the ball.
Coming off of another second quarter that wasn't ideal. What did you guys focus on that allowed you to first get the lead and then hold it for as long as you did?
Our defense, I feel like that's something that we're definitely emphasizing, is that we want to be as locked in as possible on defense, no matter what's happening offensively. And that's something we were talking about on the court, in our huddles, in timeouts, and it was coming from everybody.
For both of you, again, this game is in a lot of ways several years in the making. Kurt talked about how you almost circled 2019 on the calendar dating back to 2016. You guys have been part of that process. Did you allow yourself to think of it in those terms, and do you think the slow start maybe had anything to do with that?
The slow start in the game?
Yes, whether you guys were overamped because this was so long in the making. Here you finally secure a number 2 seed. You have this game at home. I'm just wondering if you think that played a part.
I think the slow start, I don't think we were moving slow. I think we were moving too fast. So I think the slow start was more so just we haven't played. While we were watching other teams play, we were anxious to get out there. We're extremely motivated and excited to be in this position. So I think that was just, a little bit of nerves and a little bit of just too much energy. So once Alyssa got us settled, I feel like the game kind of settled in and everybody started to get a little rhythm.
And, we've been working towards this all season. Our first goal was to secure a top 2 seed. Single game elimination has not been good to us. And, we put ourselves in the position that we can finally play a series. And we're more than ready. We're hungry. As you can see, we were too amped up and too excited. And, we haven't been in this position. So today was a good day to fill it out, and we'll be ready for next game.
Jasmine, that matchup against Chelsea Gray and holding her to 4 points, taking away one of their biggest scorers, and really making it difficult for them for her to, distribute the ball. What was really working for you throughout the game to, be that difficult defender on her and to kind of be that disruptor?
I mean, that's a total team effort. She demands a lot of attention. She's extremely talented, so everybody was locked in defensively to try to contain her, and I feel like that's what you saw. I do take pride in being a strong defender, but I can't do that without the other 4 players on the court with me being on the same page. And we have to be ready for her to, of course, be better next game. So we can't, just be too high on this game.
Can both of you just address, this is the first playoff win for this franchise since 2012. Can you address what it means to the club to get that win, to get that monkey off this team's back?
Say that again?
It's the first win in the playoffs for this team since 2012. Can you talk about what that means to you guys to get that monkey off the back, to have a win in the playoffs?
I just think it's one step in what we're trying to accomplish. We can't get too excited and we can't get too low. We have a lot more basketball to play, and just get ready for next game.
guys. Can you kind of take it inside the locker room of what the emotion was like pregame and what the emotion was like after the game?
I mean, before the game, I feel like we were, just trying to loosen up a little bit. It is a pressure situation there. We do have nerves. We are a little overexcited to be in this position. So kind of just music, dancing, trying to loosen up a little bit. And then after, honestly, I just felt a seriousness that I'm happy I felt when I walked into that locker room, knowing that we accomplished our goal of winning game one, but we know there's a lot more left to do. So we're not comfortable. We're refocusing, and we're going to watch film and get ready for Thursday.
Jazz, this one's for you. Coach compared Alyssa,
To LeBron?
no, but to Candace Parker
Oh, okay.
as a facilitating power forward. And I just wonder, as a point guard on the floor, being able to play alongside somebody who's facilitating in that way, how it changes your role, your responsibility along the way.
I mean, you love that. To have a player like her who has such a high basketball IQ, who's extremely physical, who is efficient offensively and defensively, it helps me, especially when I play a lot of minutes, to not have to be so ball dominant, because I know that she can control the ball and make good decisions and facilitate. It helps us. It helps me. Thanks, y'all.